25 years have elapsed since Spain hosted the 12th FIFA World Cup. For the first time, the tournament featured 24 teams, including 2 from Africa. The world caught its first glimpse of Roger Milla, whose Cameroon side was eliminated despite not losing a game. It was also the tournament in which England's Brian Robson scored the World Cup's quickest goal after just 27 seconds. And the competition which produced the classic second-round encounter between Italy and Brazil. It was also a World Cup which had more than its fair share of controversial moments. Remember Kuwait's near walk-off over a disputed goal. And then, of course, the incident which overshadowed the tournament's second semi-final between West Germany and France.
Ce match, pour pratiquement tous les joueurs de l'équipe de France qui ont participé, reste grand souvenir.
Wir wussten, wenn wir dieses Spiel gewinnen, und das war die Motivation für jeden Fußballspieler, wenn wir dieses Spiel gegen Frankreich gewinnen, dann sind wir im Endspiel. Und das Endspiel ist für jeden Fußballer etwas ganz, ganz Großes.
Toni Schumacher was West Germany's goalkeeper in both the 1982 and 86 FIFA World Cups. Now 53, Schumacher runs a marketing agency in Cologne and has lost count of the number of times he's been asked about that game. But what a game it was. West Germany were the reigning European champions, a title France would win just 2 years later. On a warm night in Seville, winger Pierre Littbarski had given West Germany the lead, only for French captain Michel Platini to equalise from the penalty spot before half-time.
Es stand 1-1, wir hatten noch eine große Chance und jetzt wussten wir alle in der Kabine, wir brauchen nur in dieser Art und Weise weiterzukämpfen.
Into the second half, and just 10 minutes after coming on as a substitute, Battiston raced through on Schumacher's goal.
Lorsque Michel Platini faisait passe, oui, je sens que le gardien va venir. Je vois le gardien arriver, mais c'est trop tard. Mais j'ai trop envie de marquer. Donc c'est pour ça que je ne me retire pas, et ensuite bon, le choc est assez violent et je ne me souviens plus de rien. Bon, voilà, c'est comme ça.
Ich kam aus dem Tor raus und Patrick kam von der anderen Seite. Ich gehe mit offenen Armen und Beinen und Knie, springe ich ihn an und drehe mich zum Schluss noch ein bisschen weg, damit der Aufbau nicht zu stark wird.
Dutch referee Charles Corver deemed it a fair challenge, and whilst Battiston lay prostrate on the pitch, Schumacher prepared to take a goal kick.
Ça, je pense qu'il pensait que j'allais pas bien du tout, quoi. Effectivement, j'allais pas bien du tout, mais ça, je m'en souviens pas. Ça, je ne sais pas, j'ai pas vu, donc je sais pas du tout.
Als dann da lag, wusste ich schon, dass verletzt ist. Als sich nicht mehr bewegt, Platini ist gekommen, Tigana, alles sind dann rumgestanden. Patrick kann nicht mehr weiter.
I knew that Patrick's game was over, and when he was carried off the pitch, I began to realise that it was something serious, and I had to play on with that thought in my mind.
Gedanken habe ich auch das Spiel dann weitergemacht.
There were no more goals in normal time, but in the first period of extra time, both Marius Trésor and Alain Giresse found a way past Schumacher. With France seemingly poised to face Italy in the final, West Germany chose to bring on the injured Karl-Heinz
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge was a super striker, a great player. For us in Germany, he was an iconic figure. His mere presence on the pitch affected the French.
Das hat bei den Franzosen auch gewirkt.
Rummenigge's impact was almost immediate. He reduced the arrears before the end of the first period of extra time. And then Klaus Fischer scored with a trademark overhead kick to send the game into a penalty shootout.
Ich liebe Elfmeterschießen. Ich liebe dieses Spiel 1:1.
I love that one-on-one situation. I knew that if the game went to penalties, I would definitely save at least 2 of the spot kicks.
At 4-4, and with both teams having missed 1 penalty each, France's Maxime Bossis went first in sudden death. Horst Rubesch finished off the French.
Das war zumindest
For me, in terms of drama and suspense, it was easily the best game I've ever played in. It was a match that almost gave the spectators in the stands
die Zuschauer fast einen Herzinfarkt bekommen haben.
Battiston, who, along with Marius Trésor, now coaches the second team at French club Bordeaux, prefers not to talk about 82. Questions are inevitably asked, but as he points out, as the drama unfolded, he was in hospital.
I underwent some tests. The doctor asked how I was. He said he couldn't see any major problems, least of all with my brain. He then asked if he could have my shirt as a souvenir. I gave him that, my shorts, everything. I was left in a white gown, but I was happy just to be okay.
3 days later in Madrid, West Germany were no match for Italy in the World Cup final. And understandably so, at least according to Schumacher.
Ich bin mir sogar sicher, dass das Spiel gegen Frankreich uns die
Weltmeisterschaft gekostet hat.
Wir waren so müde, so kaputt, so ausgelaugt, mental auch so fertig, weil es hat ja so viel Kraft gekostet. Und wir haben uns nicht mehr rechtzeitig erholen können, um gegen Italien dann im Finale zu bestehen.
Contrary to some reports, Schumacher wasn't Battiston's best man at the Frenchman's wedding a few months later. Still, they did meet up soon after the tournament and then played on the same team in a charity event. On both occasions, the pair got on well.
Für mich war das Wichtigste, dass ich mich bei Patrick entschuldigen konnte und nicht, was die Medien oder die Leute gesagt haben, sondern Patrick hat die Entschuldigung angenommen und das war auch mein Sinn und Trachten und ich bin froh, dass wir das auch noch vernünftig zu Ende gebracht haben.
Whilst Battiston may have forgiven Schumacher, several of his teammates will probably never come to terms with that incident or the manner of their defeat in one of the World Cup's greatest ever games.